Hello everybody, welcome to my channel today. So today is one of my favorite videos to film and watch, and that is monthly favorites. I just absolutely love watching them, and I also love sharing with you guys things that I have been using and loving for the month. So anyway, this is my January favorites, but just a quick little thing I just want to mention is I am going to Australia in a few days. I'm going to visit my brother and I'm super excited. And I have tried to pre-film a little bit for while I'm away, but I've done a bit, but with trying to get everything organized for my trip, and I'm leaving hubby at home on his own, so I'm getting him all organized. And we have a sick and elderly cat, which is part of the reason why hubby's not coming with me. So I've been dealing with a lot of that at the moment. She's okay, but she's almost 19 and she's a geriatric cat, so she's a lot of work at the moment. So anyway, I've just found myself getting very stressed trying to pre-film a lot of things. As I've told you guys a lot of times, I get really stressed and I sweat the small stuff, and that was what I was stressing about. So I just decided I'm not going to stress and I'm going to do my best, and unfortunately I don't have as many videos as I'd hoped, and of course that also means I won't be answering questions or comments as frequently, and I might not be able to until I get home. I want to spend as much time as I possibly can with my brother because I don't get to see him very often because he lives so far away. So let's get started on the favorites. So my year resolution for 2019 was to not project pan or use up my makeup. I'm not a no-buy, nothing like that, but I just want to rotate through my makeup a little bit better. I have a lot of great products and I just keep gravitating towards the newest, latest, greatest thing, even though I have some amazing products in my collection. So I have been doing really well with it, I think, and I've been pulling a lot of things forward. So I don't really have an eyeshadow palette to say because I think some of these have been favorites before, but I'm just going to give them a little bit of an honorable mention. The first one is the Kathleen Lights Colorpop Dream St collaboration. I have just been loving this little palette. I bought it about a year ago and I really enjoyed it, forgot about it, and I revisited it and I've been wearing it a ton this month. So I wouldn't say it's like you have to go out and get it, but I think it is a great palette, especially for the price point, and I'm wearing it today. Another one that I kind of pulled out of my collection, I actually don't even know if I had used it when I bought it, and I honestly don't know where I got it because it's from Lorac and it is the Unzipped palette, and I've never bought anything from Ulta, so I'm not quite sure where I ended up with this. But anyway, I own it and I have been loving it. These shades of mauve, they're just gorgeous, and it is a nice little palette, nice and lightweight. It's a cardboard one, but it does have a mirror. Really been enjoying it, and I do have a video, I'll link that below, where I'm actually wearing the makeup. So if you want to see a demo of that, really enjoying it. I'm not going to tell you guys you need to go rushing out to buy it, but I do think it's really quite nice. And then another one that I dragged out of the archives is this It Cosmetics one, the Je ne sais quoi. I got this in my Beautylish Lucky Bag last year. I'll link that video below if you're interested. And because I was getting my Beautylish bag for this year very soon, I thought, you know, I'm going to pull this out and use it a little bit, because I found a lot of the items I got in the Beautylish bag last year kind of ended up in the abyss, but except for this one. So I really like this. I've been wearing a ton this month. Most importantly, what I enjoy the most is this blush. I know it seems kind of like a bubblegum pink, but it actually goes on the cheeks just like a nice flush. It's been really nice. The bronzer's pretty nice. It's not the best bronzer I've ever used, but it is very nice. The Bye Bye Pores powder, it's okay. It's not amazing, and same with the highlight. I was thinking of taking this to Australia, but I just don't think it's that amazing that I can use it as my only palette while I'm away, but it is very nice. So another thing I've been rotating through is fragrances, but I always kind of try and do that. I have a huge fragrance collection, so I always try to make sure I'm using them regularly because they go bad so quickly. And I get sick of them. So one of them, I actually bought this quite a few years ago, and it is this one by, I think it's called Bvlgari, how you would pronounce it, even though it's a BV. I'm quite certain that's how it is. And I'm not 100% sure of the name, but I think it's Omni Crystal. Underneath, there's no name. So I'll look online exactly what the name is, and I'll link it below. But I bought this a couple of years ago. I bought it actually at the London airport, and I love it. It is a very soft, very sweet, very pretty fragrance. If you like, it's not a floral, it's just kind of a sweet scent, which I gravitate towards. In December, I like to wear very heavy, sultry fragrances around the holidays. And then in January, I just kind of want to lay off a little and just wear something soft and simple. And I've been wearing this so much this month, and I really, really like it. I also have the green, like turquoise one. I love that one in the summer, but this one, just for this month, I have just been loving it and wearing it so often. So here is finally something new, and it is these Bite Crystal Cream Shimmer Lip Crayons. I think I memorized it now. I love these little guys. So I bought them, I think at the end of December, and I've been wearing them so much this month. I'm wearing one now. It is this one here, the Candied Guava. This is kind of the one I gravitate towards because it's more of a peachy orange. That's that one there. And then the other color I own is called Rose Glaze. This one I don't really gravitate towards as much just because it is a pinkier shade, but they're both lovely. They are a tad dry, so I think they are a matte lipstick, I'm assuming, but they're not a full, like, dry matte, but they are definitely a matte finish, so they do make your lips a little bit tight, so I try to only wear it once and then try something else the next day. If I wear it 2 or 3 days in a row, my lips are pretty parched and start getting a little bit peely. So I do hold back on how often I wear them if I can, because I do really, really like them. They last, very comfortable on the lips. They're very sparkly, and there's no shimmer, like glitter feel when you rub your lips together. I know some glittery lipsticks do that, and this one does not do that at all. I really, really like it. I love Bite as a company. I love their products. It has a nice kind of a natural fruity kind of a scent, and I highly recommend them. I did plan to go back to the store and pick up a couple more colors. However, the colors just didn't really speak to me. They were either very dark berries, which I'm not comfortable. I kind of go towards like the lighter nude shades, surprise, surprise. But there were some lovely dark berries and a couple of hot pinks that were really, really pretty. And I have seen people wear them on try-ons, but they're just a little out of my comfort zone. So I did pass on that. But these two colors I absolutely love, and I definitely think they're worth checking out their full line because there's lots of colors to choose from. So the next one, this is a old product. I've mentioned it many, many times, but I only use it in the summer. So as I mentioned, I'm going on this trip to Australia, and I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed with all the appointments and just stuff to get organized. And, you know, when you go on holiday, you want to get your hair done, your nails done, a pedicure, waxing, you know, all the eyelash extension. You know, there's a lot of beauty treatments that a lot of us get, and we tend to want to get them all just before we go away. So I've tried to cut back on all of those things. I do my own nails now, and if you can see, I'm not wearing polish right now because I'm just giving them a bit of a break, and I'm going to paint them myself just before I leave. But one of the things I like to get done is a spray tan. So it lasts a little bit longer than doing it at home. Like, I use the St. Tropez mousse, but it is a big palaver. Even going to the booth, I mean, it takes 15 minutes in the booth, but you've got to do the scrub the night before, no lotion. You've got to go to the place with no products on. You've got to wear loose, baggy clothing, which is difficult when you're in a cold climate. In the summer, it's much easier just to throw on a sundress, but you have to wear loose, baggy things and then go to the salon. You can't wear any makeup, so the whole day you've got this tan on while it's developing, and it is a pain in the butt. So I thought a YouTuber just recently, I can't remember who, I apologize, said they started using Gradual Tan in the winter just to give themselves a little bit of color. And I always stick to this one in the summer. I absolutely love it. I use it just to maintain my natural suntan. I don't go suntanning outside, but you just get a little bit of color and it really, really maintains. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to use this and I'm just going to do it 3 weeks before I go away and just get a nice little bit of a base. And if I'm wearing like a lower top, so you can kind of see that I just have a little bit of color so that when I go to Australia and put on tank tops and things, I'm not like, blinding everybody because I'm so pale. So I just feel it just gives me a subtle bit of color and not the big palava of dealing with going for a spray tan. I know in the grand scheme of things, it's just a small little thing, but it adds up with all these appointments and the cost. I'm getting my hair done on Friday. If you can see, my hair is desperate need of roots. So it's just all these appointments right when I'm trying to get ready to go away. I just found it a bit much. So the next thing is something new that I got in December. It was a Marshalls haul. I picked up some really great stuff at Marshalls when I was shopping there over Christmas. I haven't really been in there much lately because I think I have enough things for now. But one of them is this, I think it's called Aquis, and it is one of those Turby towels. Now, I have a bunch of these. I love them. None any better than any other, but I'd heard so much about this. I know they sell it at Sephora. In Canada, they sell this for $40 Canadian, and at Marshalls, I got it for $15. So there's a big difference. So anyway, I grabbed quite a few of them. I bought a couple for myself. I bought quite a few as gifts to give to ladies at Christmas. And I didn't really have any expectations of it because, like I said, I do own quite a few of these that I've got at Marshalls and Winners and just different places around town, and nothing special. I just like it because they're nice and small. You don't have to use a big, huge towel to dry your hair. Well, this one, now I see what all the fuss is about. It dries probably at least 80% of my hair when I go to blow dry. My hair is like a sponge because it's color treated and it soaks up so much water that when I go to take my hair out of the towel, it's still sopping wet because it just clings to water and it takes forever to blow dry. But this, honest to God, soaks up so much water. These are also really great. Any Turby towel, I mean, I think that was the original name, those as seen on TV, but that's what I call them. Any of these kind of turban towels, I love traveling with them because not every time you go in a hotel, they have a ton of towels for everybody. And also I like to use them when I'm staying at someone's house so that I'm not using up all their towels, like using a body towel and then a big bath towel for my head. I just find this much simpler, and I just pack this in my suitcase. So I'll be taking this with me to Australia, and I can definitely see what the fuss is about this particular brand. It's just so absorbent, unlike any other one I've ever tried. So this is a product, actually, I have a full demo of it. Actually, I did a tutorial. I'll link that below. It is from T3, and I got this at the VIB sale last spring, so last April-ish. And what's unique about it, looks like just a regular clip barrel curling iron, but it isn't. It's called the Bodywaver. And what it does is it mimics a blow dry without doing a blowout. So the demo is, I'll link the video below where I do a full demo of how it works. And I actually just have terrible hair that I slept the night before, and then I use this and it mimics a full blowout. Now, I haven't used it that much since I bought it. Coincidentally, I bought it in April, and probably around May, I decided to do a no blow dry anymore, and I started wearing my hair textured, like with beachy waves. So I didn't use this a whole lot. I used it quite a couple of times here and there, but because I was doing that texturized style, I kind of put this on the back burner, even though I did really like it, but I wasn't really doing this smooth, straight bob at that time. However, I pulled this out about a month ago because my hair is getting a little bit longer. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do when I get it cut on Friday. I'm kind of liking this little bit of length, so I might keep the length. I'm not sure. I'm actually seeing a new hairdresser. I've seen her before, and then I went to someone else. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm seeing a new hairdresser, old hairdresser, and I'm going to discuss it with her. But I have been loving this. I didn't use it today because I just did a regular blow dry and I didn't put this on, but I've been using it in a ton of my videos just lately, and my hair has so much volume. It makes it so smooth and straight. The hairstyle lasts. What I find a lot happens is when I wake up, and I'll blow dry my hair today, let's say, and when I wake up tomorrow, it's just going to be a disaster. And you know, sometimes people use a straight iron just to smooth it all out, but I use this and it gives me volume, and it just gives it that nice, perfect bob kind of goes under, which I really, really like. So I have been loving this guy. It's not a traditional curling iron, but if you have a smooth, straight hairstyle and you just find it a challenge and a pain in the butt to blow dry it like that, this will be your friend. I just really, really enjoy it, and it's often on the Sephora sale page. It isn't right now, but I have seen it on the sale page quite a few times, and I got it on the sale page and the VIB discount. So next is a very strange product, but I wanted to share it with you because, anyway, I'll just quickly tell you. It's a mouthwash. It's Listerine mouthwash, which is just nasty stuff. It's the Anti-Tartar. Now, I get a lot of tartar in my gum line, and I have to go to the dentist every 3 to 4 months because it just builds up way too much that my hygienist said you can't come every 6 months, you need to come 3 to 4. So it's a pain to go for all these appointments, and the cost, because I'm not insured, so I have to pay. And anyway, my mom has the same problem, and she said her hygienist told her to start using this Listerine stuff. So my mom told me, I use it, and I will tell you, it burns like hell. It's just a horrible, horrible product. But anyway, I did it. My mom recommended it, and she said that her hygienist recommended it, and as a result, she doesn't need to go to the dentist as much. So I used it, and I just didn't even mention it to my hygienist. I just kind of forgot about it. And she was doing my teeth. This was last week. And she said, I don't know what you're doing, but you don't have any tartar this month. I can't believe it. And I was like, oh, I've been using this Listerine Anti-Tartar. And she said, well, this is the first time you've come in that I haven't had so much tartar. She goes, I can't believe it. You can actually come next time after 6 months. So I am going to keep using this. So if you have that issue and you don't want to go to the dentist as much, I mean, who does? Definitely give it a try. But I will warn you, it is very, very burny. I don't even, it says to put in for 30 seconds. I'm lucky if I can keep it in for 10. And with only doing it for 10, I still didn't have as much tartar. So I highly, highly recommend it. I know it's a weird product, but I just thought I would share it because it is kind of a beauty thing. And last but not least, I have one fail. It's not a big deal. I bought, and I think I mentioned it, I bought the little mini Natasha Denona blush and diamond palette. It was the pink and the highlight. I really didn't enjoy it. It was really, really silvery. The pink didn't really come through. At the more product I put on, the more silver my cheeks went, which isn't very good for me with my large pores. And the highlight was actually speckles of glitter, which I didn't enjoy either. It was a great price point, and I was really excited to make it work, but unfortunately it did not work for me. So I did end up returning that one. And I did also return the mini nude palette from Natasha Denona. Not because it was a bad palette or anything like that, but it looked very, very similar to my Natasha Denona Camel. So that was a bit unfortunate because I probably would have preferred to buy the mini because it was a lot less expensive and the color seemed a tiny bit warmer, but I just couldn't warrant owning both, especially with my trying to make better choices now and not buying as much product. So not a no buy, but just using and enjoying the things that I have and not just keep buying everything, every new release. So anyway, that is my January favorites. So I hope you've all had a great January and hopefully all looking forward to the spring. I know I am. January tends to be the most dreariest month, although we have had a bit of mild weather this month, and I'm shocked because normally it's very, very rainy where I live, but we've had lots of sunshine and mild temperatures. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye!